Alright guys, so now that we've gotten past the couple of days of pretty big news with Tim Tebow signing with the Jaguars and Julio Jones possibly getting traded to the Patriots, we can get back to my way too early NFL standing predictions for 2021. Now, obviously, if news breaks that Julio Jones in fact does get traded, then obviously I will cover it, no matter if it's the Patriots or if it's any other team. I heard the Cowboys might be involved, other teams are involved, so no matter if it's the Patriots or not, it's huge NFL news, so I'm going to cover it. So you can expect a video on that if that inevitably does happen, which I think it probably will happen, whether it be the Patriots or whether it be somebody else. I think it will happen. I think Julio will be on a new team in 2021. But unless something like that happens or something else crazy happens or news breaks about something around the league, then we are going to be continuing on with these way too early 2021 NFL predictions. We've already done the entire AFC. We've done the AFC West, and now we start the AFC North. I did the AFC North earlier after I did the AFC West. Now I'm doing the NFC North after I did the NFC West. So it's kind of like a pattern there. So if you guys are not familiar with the NFC North, you have the Green Bay Packers, the Chicago Bears, the Minnesota Vikings, and the Detroit Lions. Those are your four teams in the NFC North. The Packers won the division last year and went to the NFC Championship game against Tampa Bay. They finished 13-3 on the season. The Bears finished 8-8 in second. The Vikings finished 7-9 in third, and the Detroit Lions came up in last with 5-11. So those are your standings in order from top to bottom. Now, let's dive deep into the Green Bay Packers. They've got some interesting things happening, mainly with QB number 1, Aaron Rodgers, Mr. State Farm. Rodgers! Where's he going to be? I already predicted, and it was a bold, hot take in my AFC West video, that Denver would be the landing spot for Aaron Rodgers. So in this hypothetical universe that we're living in right now, Aaron Rodgers is in Denver. So that leaves the quarterback number 1 spot open for Mr. Jordan Love. So in this scenario, in my way too early predictions, I've already got Aaron Rodgers in Denver. We've already talked about that. So Green Bay Packers, that only leaves Jordan Love to be the QB1 for the Green Bay Packers. And with that being said, Green Bay does not win the division this year. Because also, side note, if Aaron Rodgers isn't in Green Bay, that means a certain wide receiver number 1 isn't in Green Bay either. Davante Adams is also gone from Green Bay. So Aaron Rodgers and his number 1 target are both gone. I'm not saying that Davante Adams is going to go to Denver with Rodgers. That may happen, but it probably most likely won't. But I'm also saying that he's not going to stay in Green Bay if Aaron Rodgers isn't throwing in the football. So Rodgers gone, Davante Adams gone. This Packers team's not that good. They go probably 6-7 wins with Jordan Love at the helm in his first season as a starter. So they completely fall off. They're one of the worst teams in the league. They go 6-7 wins. Then you've got the Bears. Now, do I think the Bears are going to start Justin Fields week 1? Probably not. Do I think the Bears should start Justin Fields week 1? Yes. I do think that Justin Fields should be QB number 1 from day 1 instead of Andy Dalton, but we all know that they're going to start Andy Dalton for a few weeks. They're going to tread water for a few weeks. Then inevitably they're going to put in Justin Fields around week 6, 7, 8, around that time, probably around their bye week, and then he's going to be the starter for the rest of the season because we all know that Andy Dalton is a good, serviceable quarterback in this league. He's a serviceable backup in this league. He's no longer the guy that you want as your QB number 1. He's a good fill-in and a good backup. So he will take them. He might win 2 games. He might win 3 games here and there this season. But this is the Justin Fields team. He needs to be the starter from day 1 to learn the ropes. He's got a decent offensive line, so he shouldn't have to worry about injury unless he gets like sideline or blindsided or something. So He's got some good weapons. If they, I don't know if they brought back Allen Robinson yet. I'm not 100% sure on that. He's got some decent weapons. The Bears aren't that great of a team, but with Justin Fields there, they could probably sneak by with 6-7 wins, probably around that same range the Packers would be. So I'm predicting this division probably not going to be the best this season. It's probably not going to be one of the best divisions this season. So they're probably around that 6-7 range along with the Packers. Then we got Minnesota, who finished third last year. I think Minnesota wins the division this year. And that's not saying much because it's not going to take a lot to win this division, I don't think. Kirk Cousins still there. Is Kirk Cousins the guy? No. Is Kirk Cousins good enough to win this division? Yes. He's good enough to manage the games, make sure they don't lose these games. They've got the rookie of the year, in my opinion, Justin Jefferson. He's coming into his own this season. He's a second-year pro. He should be even better than last season. They've got Adam Thielen, obviously, who's really good. They've got Dalvin Cook, who's obviously a stud if he can stay healthy. So they've got a good offense. Kirk Cousins just needs to keep the ball in his own team's hands. Don't turn it over. And then they should be able to win some games. They should be able to take this division probably with 9-10 wins, maybe even 11 wins. They could take this division. So Vikings finish the division in the first place spot. Then you got the Detroit Lions. Now, I'm not saying that the Lions are last, but I'm also saying the Lions are last. They finished last this past season, and they probably finished last again this season. They've got Jared Goff. They traded Matt Stafford for Jared Goff, swap quarterbacks there. They had 5 wins with Matt Stafford. That's probably around the same range that they go, maybe a little bit lower, maybe 4 wins, but around that 4 to 5 win range with Jared Goff. I don't think Jared Goff is better than Matt Stafford. So obviously, if Matt Stafford could only get 5 wins, and yes, he was a little bit banged up and probably wasn't the same Matt Stafford that he's been in the past, but I don't think Jared Goff is that good of a quarterback. Jared Goff is never going to be a quarterback that is going to win you a football game. He's never going to win you a Super Bowl. He's never going to be the reason you win a Super Bowl. Like, you're not going to say that, oh, if we didn't have Jared Goff, we were never going to win that Super Bowl. You're never going to say that. It's not like Tom Brady. It's not like Aaron Rodgers. It's not like Drew Brees. It's not like Peyton Manning. It's not like all those guys. It's not even like Matt Stafford. You could say Matt Stafford is the reason you won a Super Bowl. Maybe not now, but a couple years ago, you probably could. And so, Jared Goff, I don't think will ever be that guy. And he lost Kenny Golladay, right? Kenny Galladay's gone, I'm pretty sure. He doesn't have that good of a team. They're rebuilding. Dan Campbell's there in his first season as head coach. I think they win probably 4 or 5 games. They're probably around that same mark. Maybe 4, because Jared Goff just probably isn't better than he is not better than Matt Stafford. So Lions finishing last, Vikings finishing first. I probably put the Bears ahead of the Packers. Maybe no. You know what? I'll put the Packers at second and the Bears in third, but it's pretty close. They either tie with the same record, or Packers finish like 1 or 2 games ahead of the Bears. It's pretty close race in my opinion for second place Packers and Bears, and then the Lions in last. So that's my opinion on the NFC North, not the NFC South, the NFC North. Let me know down below what you guys think about my predictions, if you guys think that the Packers are going to be good. Obviously, this is all subject to change if Aaron Rodgers is still in Green Bay. So that's why I'm doing these closer to, I'm going to be doing these again closer to the actual start of the season, like in August and early September, when I'm going to be dropping out my official predictions for the season, awards, all that kind of stuff. Who's going to win in the playoffs, who's going to make the playoffs, who's going to win the Super Bowl, all that kind of stuff. That'll be official in late August, middle to late August, early September, when the season actually starts, preseason games start, all that kind of stuff is when those videos will come out. So all this is subject to change. This is way too early. We're in late May at right now, so obviously nobody knows what's going to happen. We haven't even got the veterans in camp yet. We just got rookie camps, so who knows? But this is what I'm predicting this early in the season. So I may go back to these videos at August or around August and look back and think what was what was I saying? Why was I saying that? Why would I think that Aaron Rodgers would ever leave Green Bay? Why would I think that Justin Fields would be starter or would be a backup? Maybe by then Justin Fields has solidified himself as QB number 1. Who knows? Maybe Jared Goff is going to be better this season. I don't know. We'll have to think about that when the time comes. But these are my predictions for right now in May. So let me know down below what you guys think. If you agree, if you disagree, smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.